What is drug repositioning? A. Discovering a new drug. B. Finding new uses for existing drugs. C. Creating a new pharmaceutical formulation. D. Developing a new drug delivery system. The correct answer is B. Drug repositioning involves finding new uses for existing drugs, rather than developing entirely new drugs. Which of the following is a challenge in drug repositioning? A. Identifying potential new indications. B. Ensuring patent protection for the new use. C. Conducting clinical trials for safety and efficacy. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the options listed are challenges in drug repositioning. Which of the following is a strategy to overcome challenges in drug repositioning? A. Repurposing drugs for rare diseases. B. Collaborating with regulatory agencies early in the process. C. Conducting limited preclinical studies. D. Avoiding clinical trials for cost savings. The correct answer is B. Collaborating with regulatory agencies early in the process can help overcome challenges in drug repositioning by ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. What role do bioinformatics and data mining play in drug repositioning? A. Identifying potential new indications. B. Evaluating safety and efficacy of new uses. C. Predicting adverse drug reactions. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. Bioinformatics and data mining are used to identify potential new indications, evaluate safety and efficacy of new uses, and predict adverse drug reactions in drug repositioning. Which of the following can help reduce costs and time in drug repositioning? A. Using animal models exclusively. B. Skipping preclinical studies. C. Leveraging existing clinical data. D. Avoiding pharmacovigilance monitoring. The correct answer is C. Leveraging existing clinical data can help reduce costs and time in drug repositioning by utilizing data from previous clinical trials. What is an example of a successful drug repositioning case? A. Viagra, sildenafil, for erectile dysfunction. B. Metformin for diabetes. C. Ibuprofen for pain relief. D. Aspirin for fever. The correct answer is A. Viagra, also known as sildenafil, was originally developed for hypertension, but it was successfully repositioned for erectile dysfunction. Which of the following is a regulatory consideration in drug repositioning? A. Obtaining ethical approval for new indications. B. Adhering to good manufacturing practices, or GMP. C. Securing marketing approval for the original indication. D. Conducting post-marketing surveillance studies. The correct answer is D. Conducting post-marketing surveillance studies is a regulatory consideration in drug repositioning to monitor the safety and efficacy of the drug in its new indication. Why is pharmacovigilance important in drug repositioning? A. To identify potential new indications. B. To monitor adverse drug reactions. C. To collaborate with regulatory agencies. D. To conduct preclinical studies. The correct answer is B. Pharmacovigilance is important in drug repositioning to monitor and detect adverse drug reactions that may arise from the new use of the drug. What is a key benefit of drug repositioning compared to developing new drugs? A. Lower costs and shorter development timelines. B. More innovative and groundbreaking discoveries. C. Higher likelihood of obtaining patent protection. D. Less regulatory scrutiny and approval requirements. The correct answer is A. Drug repositioning offers the benefit of lower costs and shorter development timelines compared to developing entirely new drugs. What is one common challenge in identifying new therapeutic uses for existing drugs through drug repositioning? A. Lack of funding. B. Limited patent protection. C. Government regulations. D. Easy access to clinical trials. The correct answer is B. One of the challenges in drug repositioning is the limited patent protection for existing drugs. Companies may be less inclined to invest in research for new indications if they cannot secure exclusive marketing rights. How can bioinformatics and data mining tools help with drug repositioning? A. By helping identify new drug targets. B. By speeding up the clinical trial process. C. By securing new patents for existing drugs. D. By assessing adverse drug reactions. The correct answer is A. Bioinformatics and data mining tools can help researchers identify new potential drug targets for existing drugs, leading to new therapeutic uses through drug repositioning. What regulatory considerations must be taken into account during drug repositioning efforts? A. Marketing strategies. B. Intellectual property rights. C. Clinical trial design. D. Approval requirements. The correct answer is D. Regulatory approval requirements are an important consideration in drug repositioning, as existing drugs being tested for new indications may need regulatory approval for these new uses. How does pharmacovigilance support drug repositioning initiatives? A. By identifying potential drug interactions. B. By monitoring adverse drug reactions. C. By speeding up the drug discovery process. D. By ensuring patent protection. The correct answer is B. Pharmacovigilance plays a crucial role in drug repositioning. It monitors and reports adverse drug reactions. This is important when using existing drugs for new therapeutic indications. Which of the following is a key benefit of drug repositioning over developing new drugs? A. Faster regulatory approval. B. Higher profit margins. C. Reduced research and development costs. D. Increased patent protection. The correct answer is C. One key benefit of drug repositioning is the reduced research and development costs compared to developing new drugs, making it a more cost-effective strategy for finding new therapeutic uses for existing drugs. What is a common challenge faced during clinical trials for drug repositioning? A. Difficulty identifying new drug targets. B. Limited patient recruitment. C. Lack of regulatory approval. D. High manufacturing costs. The correct answer is B. Limited patient recruitment is a common challenge in clinical trials for drug repositioning. Recruiting enough participants for studies on existing drugs can be a hurdle in testing new therapeutic uses. How can intellectual property rights impact drug repositioning efforts? A. By increasing research and development costs. B. By limiting access to clinical trials. C. By ensuring exclusivity for new indications. D. By delaying regulatory approval. The correct answer is C. Intellectual property rights can impact drug repositioning efforts by determining exclusivity for new indications. This can affect the commercial viability of pursuing new therapeutic uses for existing drugs. In drug repositioning, what's the significance of identifying new drug targets? A. Accelerating patent expiration. B. Enhancing the drug discovery process. C. Minimizing patent protection. D. Increasing research costs. The correct answer is B. Identifying new drug targets is significant in drug repositioning. It can enhance the drug discovery process by repurposing existing drugs for new therapeutic uses. This potentially speeds up the development timeline. What is a potential drawback of relying solely on bioinformatics for drug repositioning efforts? A. Limited access to clinical trials. B. Lack of validation in real-world settings. C. Slower regulatory approval process. D. Higher manufacturing costs. The correct answer is B. A potential drawback of relying solely on bioinformatics for drug repositioning is the lack of validation in real-world settings, as experimental data may not always translate to clinical outcomes. How can collaborations between academia and industry help with drug repositioning? A. By increasing market competition. B. By reducing costs and sharing resources. C. By extending patent protection for existing drugs. D. By decreasing regulatory oversight. The correct answer is B. Collaborations between academia and industry can aid drug repositioning initiatives by reducing costs, leveraging shared resources, and combining expertise to explore new therapeutic uses for existing drugs. What is a potential challenge when identifying new drug targets for drug repositioning? A. Lack of available data or information. B. Limited funding for research. C. Strict regulatory guidelines. D. Limited interest from pharmaceutical companies. The correct answer is A. One common challenge in drug repositioning is the lack of available data or information on potential new drug targets. This can hinder the identification process. How can collaborations between academia and industry benefit drug repositioning initiatives? A. Reducing competition between organizations. B. Combining expertise and resources. C. Speeding up the regulatory approval process. D. Cutting costs for patent filings. The correct answer is B. Collaborations between academia and industry can benefit drug repositioning initiatives by combining expertise and resources from both sectors, potentially leading to more successful repositioning efforts. Why is it important to consider intellectual property rights in drug repositioning efforts? A. To ensure exclusivity of the repositioned drug. B. To increase competition in the market. C. To simplify the regulatory process. D. To reduce the need for clinical trials. The correct answer is A. Considering intellectual property rights in drug repositioning is crucial. This ensures exclusivity for the repositioned drug, impacting market competition and commercial success. What is a potential drawback of relying solely on bioinformatics for drug repositioning efforts? A. Limited access to data. B. Inaccurate predictions. C. High cost of analysis. D. Longer time for drug approval. The correct answer is B. One potential drawback of relying solely on bioinformatics for drug repositioning is the risk of inaccurate predictions, leading to unsuccessful attempts. What can help reduce costs and time in drug repositioning initiatives? A. Extensive clinical trials. B. Limited collaboration with other stakeholders. C. Utilizing existing data and knowledge. D. Delayed regulatory submissions. The correct answer is C. Utilizing existing data and knowledge can help reduce costs and time in drug repositioning initiatives by leveraging information on existing drugs for potential new uses. Why is it important to consider regulatory considerations in drug repositioning efforts? A. To ensure intellectual property rights. B. To expedite the process. C. To comply with legal requirements. D. To reduce costs. The correct answer is C. Considering regulatory considerations in drug repositioning is important to comply with legal requirements, ensuring the process adheres to regulations and guidelines set by authorities. How can collaborations between academia and industry benefit drug repositioning initiatives? A. Increase competition. B. Improve access to funding. C. Slow down the process. D. Reduce innovation. The correct answer is B. Less than break time equals 1s greater than. Collaborations between academia and industry can benefit drug repositioning initiatives by improving access to funding, sharing expertise, and resources to advance research and development. What is a potential challenge when identifying new drug targets for drug repositioning? A. Lack of synthetic chemistry expertise. B. Limited available data. C. Rapid turnover of researchers. D. Overabundance of researchers. The correct answer is B. A potential challenge when identifying new drug targets for drug repositioning is the limited availability of data. This can hinder the selection and validation of potential targets. What is a potential drawback of relying solely on bioinformatics for drug repositioning efforts? A. Limited computational power. B. Risk of incorrect predictions. C. Excessive data storage requirements. D. Lack of skilled personnel. The correct answer is B. A potential drawback of relying solely on bioinformatics for drug repositioning is the risk of incorrect predictions, as the data analysis may not always accurately predict drug target interactions. What role does drug safety play in drug repositioning challenges? A. It is not a significant factor. B. It can slow down the process. C. It always results in success. D. It has no impact on repositioning. The correct answer is B. Ensuring drug safety and efficacy in new indications is crucial in drug repositioning, and any safety concerns can significantly slow down the process. How can patient recruitment pose a challenge in drug repositioning efforts? A. Patients are always readily available. B. Matching the right patients with specific conditions can be difficult. C. Patents cannot be included in repositioning trials. D. Patient recruitment has no impact on drug repositioning. The correct answer is B. Patient recruitment can be challenging in drug repositioning, because finding and matching the right patients with specific conditions can be difficult. Why is awareness and education about drug repositioning important for stakeholders? A. It is not necessary for stakeholders to be aware. B. To encourage investment and support in repositioning initiatives. C. Awareness has no impact on the success of repositioning projects. D. Stakeholders' awareness is always a barrier to repositioning. The correct answer is B. Awareness and education about drug repositioning are crucial for stakeholders to encourage investment and support in repositioning initiatives. What is the significance of understanding the market landscape in drug repositioning? A. It doesn't matter in drug repositioning. B. To identify potential new uses and market opportunities for existing drugs. C. Market factors don't impact repositioning strategies. D. Understanding the market has no relevance in successful repositioning projects. The correct answer is B. Understanding the market landscape is crucial in drug repositioning to identify potential new uses and market opportunities for existing drugs. How can adverse event monitoring help in drug repositioning projects? A. It is not relevant to repositioning efforts. B. By ensuring patient safety and identifying potential new indications for drugs. C. Adverse event monitoring slows down repositioning processes. D. Adverse events do not impact drug repositioning initiatives. The correct answer is B. Adverse event monitoring is important in drug repositioning. It helps ensure patient safety and identify potential new drug indications. How can collaborations between academia and industry benefit drug repositioning efforts? A. Increased regulatory hurdles. B. Access to diverse expertise. C. Higher development costs. D. Limited innovation opportunities. The correct answer is B. Collaborations provide access to diverse expertise, resources, and networks that can enhance drug repositioning initiatives. What is a potential drawback of relying solely on bioinformatics for drug repositioning efforts? A. Limited data availability. B. Reduced development time. C. Increased accuracy in target identification. D. Overlooking important biological mechanisms. The correct answer is D. Relying solely on bioinformatics may overlook important biological mechanisms that could impact drug repositioning success. How does adverse event monitoring help in drug repositioning projects? A. Identifying novel drug targets. B. Reducing costs and time. C. Enhancing patient recruitment. D. Ensuring drug safety and efficacy. The correct answer is D. Adverse event monitoring ensures the safety and efficacy of repurposed drugs. This is crucial in drug repositioning projects. Why is awareness and education about drug repositioning important for stakeholders? A. To increase patent protection. B. To improve drug pricing. C. To foster collaboration and innovation. D. To expedite regulatory approvals. The correct answer is C. Awareness and education promote collaboration and innovation among stakeholders. This is vital for successful drug repositioning initiatives. What is the significance of understanding the market landscape in drug repositioning? A. To prioritize drug safety. B. To expedite regulatory approvals. C. To identify commercial opportunities. D. To reduce costs and time. The correct answer is C. Understanding the market landscape helps identify potential commercial opportunities for repurposed drugs, guiding drug repositioning strategies. How can patient recruitment pose a challenge in drug repositioning efforts? A. By limiting intellectual property rights. B. By increasing regulatory hurdles. C. By impacting clinical trial timelines. D. By reducing development costs. The correct answer is C. Challenges in patient recruitment can impact clinical trial timelines, affecting the progress of drug repositioning projects. What role does drug safety play in drug repositioning challenges? A. To increase profitability. B. To reduce collaboration opportunities. C. To ensure patient well-being. D. To expedite regulatory approvals. The correct answer is C. Drug safety is critical in drug repositioning to ensure patient well-being and successful outcomes in repurposing efforts. How can intellectual property rights impact drug repositioning efforts? A. By reducing development costs. B. By limiting access to data. C. By expediting regulatory approvals. D. By improving clinical trial recruitment. The correct answer is B. Intellectual property rights can limit access to valuable data and intellectual resources, impacting drug repositioning efforts. Why is considering regulations important when repositioning drugs? A. To bypass clinical trials. B. To expedite patent protection. C. To ensure compliance and safety. D. To reduce collaboration opportunities. The correct answer is C. Regulatory considerations are essential in drug repositioning to ensure compliance, safety, and ethical standards throughout the repurposing process.